I think that's everything. I was framed for killing that attorney who wasn't really dead. I was exonerated by showing the attorney wasn't really dead. And then I was kidnapped by your daughter, Dot.
Dot said that Theia did it.
Well, the only person I saw before I was knocked out was Dot, and... Excuse me. Ah, an orange. Perfect.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
Nice throw.
I had to do something about that creepy cat clock.
What did you say the name of that lawyer was again?
Trevor Waring.
I think that's the lawyer working on Warren's case.
So maybe this has to do with him, rather than just...
Hi, Mom. Hi, lover.
We haven't been lovers for a while, Dot.
Theia said to bring you more fruit. Need to keep your vitamins up, since you're not getting any exercise.
Being locked in a cage will do that for you.
Maybe if you cooperated more with Theia, you can come and go like I do. Give me a kiss, lover.
Should you be doing that in front of your mother?
Craig, don't be silly. Mama knows all about that. That's how I got here after all.
Have some decency, Dot.
Craig doesn't like decency, do you, Craigie Weggy?
No comment.
It's so nice having our family back together.
Your father's not here.
I don't have a father.
I thought you said you knew how you got here.
Anyway, there's still the chance that Warren will go to jail, even with that amazing woman rescuing that lawyer.
You want your father to go to prison?
He's not my father. And yes, I do want him to go to prison. He hits Mama.
Carla?
She won't admit it. She never admits it. But I saw him do it. I saw him do lots of things. And nobody knows but me. I have all the secrets. Anyway, I have to go. Theia wants me to spend some of Warren's loot to fix the big hole in the wall at his lair that amazing woman made.
Dottie, you need to let us go.
Not until Warren is behind bars where he belongs. And what did that little cartoon character used to say? Oh, yeah. Call me Daddy and you die. Ta-ta!
My Amazing Woman, starring Lena Garcia and AJ Cruz.
You must be really glad I'm home. You've made breakfast. But what's with the egg cups?
They're the way a civilized person eats one's eggs in the morning.
Olive, what are you doing here?
I should think it obvious. I'm making breakfast.
I mean, why are you making breakfast instead of my lovely wife Anna Cat?
Because she's not here.
Take 3. Where is Anna Cat?
She's at the supermarket.
Jeez, finally, an actual answer. And why did you come for breakfast this morning?
I wanted to go over your ordeal with you, and I wanted to do it away from Arch interrupting us.
Ah, okay, I get it now.
Have a seat. They should be here shortly.
They? They who?
Well, me, for one.
How did you...
Super hearing.
Ooh, you got English muffins.
Or, as I like to say, muffins.
And who's your police officer friend?
Snowy Owl, the avian investigator. We met briefly.
So did we.
Who said that?
I did.
Snowy, there's something crawling down your shirt.
Excuse me.
One?
Alice!
How you grow and shrink like that is amazing to me.
I'm still getting used to it myself, even after all this time, to be honest.
Since you all had a hand in rescuing Trevor and getting Dr. Gregory off the hook, I thought we could have a nice breakfast and talk things over together. Sit down, everyone.
You know, it's amazing that I'm sitting down to a breakfast with a room full of women, and none of them is... Madison.
I didn't think he'd be here, but it was worth a look.
You didn't think who'd be here?
Greg.
Why'd you think he'd be here?
Because he's not anywhere else. At least that I can find.
Are you saying he's missing?
It certainly seems that way, officer.
It's me, Snowy Owl.
Well, Alice I recognized, but I wasn't sure if you were someone I knew.
Thank you.
Did you ask his AI where Craig was going? Where Craig is?
I can't.
Why can't you?
For starters, I can't get into his penthouse. My private entry code doesn't work on the penthouse sky door anymore.
Sky door?
It's an exterior entrance to the apartment he put in for his guests that can fly.
It's odd that you can't get in anymore. Did you guys fight at the bar after we left or something?
The bar?
A few of us had a nightcap to celebrate your return and Dr. Gregory's release.
How come I didn't know about this?
I kind of wanted you to myself last night.
Oh, yeah.
No, we didn't have a row. Quite the contrary. He said he wanted to invite me over for a private celebration. But he was emotionally exhausted.
Well, can you access Betsy from anywhere else?
My phone has a commercial version on it. That's what I was over there for in the first place. I could try that.
Please do.
You must really be worried about Dr. Gregory. You haven't insulted Trevor once.
Betsy, where's Dr. Gregory?
Is it supposed to do that?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like Betsy either.
This is a definite mystery.
Snowy Owl, I think you and Alice should see if you can get into his apartment and see what's going on.
I'm coming too.
May I ride in your purse? Snowy keeps buttoning her uniform pocket.
Sure. You could have just ridden in the car.
Snowy brought her two-seater. There's no room.
I'm going to try that again. Betsy, where's Dr. Gregory?
That sounds pretty creepy.
I also think it sounds familiar.
Do you remember when I wrote this for you?
I do.
The one I have been waiting for. That's who you are, you know? The one I have been waiting for. You were so good together, Craig. What happened?
I don't think we were all that good together, Dot. You broke up with me 3 times in 4 years, and then I finally broke up with you. And then there was the whole almost flunking out of grad school because instead of studying we were
Not in front of Mama.
Now you're worried about being bashful.
Well, anyway, that was so long ago. I cannot even remember why we broke up.
I do. One time you got mad at me for putting pizza in your lunchbox the wrong way.
Everybody knows there's a right way and a wrong way to pack a lunchbox.
I'm not sure everyone does know that. Let's see. Once you asked me to drive during a hurricane to bring you pizza. I said no. You dumped me.
I was hungry.
It was a hurricane! And then there was the night you cried because I told you I didn't like anchovies on pizza.
Lots of people like anchovies on their pizza.
Of course they do. I'm just not one of them.
But you should be.
Why? Why should I be someone who likes anchovies?
Because people who love each other should like the same things.
Dot, just stop. We're not doing this again.
No, we're not. We're together again for the first time.
Must be the new math.
You know, Alice, you could wear something other than your uniform once in a while.
It's hard to get regular clothes to work with a headband. And while some people might like seeing a giant naked lady, I'm not one of them.
Just great.
What?
Hi, Madison.
It's Lenny Watkins. Anna Cat and Trevor's neighbour. Hi, Lenny. You're pretty far away from home.
Just getting my morning bike ride in. Is this where you live?
Friend of mine.
It's pretty snazzy. Say, who are your... Holy cow! It's Alice.
Pleasure to meet you.
I've seen you on the news, but I never thought I'd meet you.
Well, now you have.
May I take a selfie with you?
Sure. Why not?
Trevor, my neighbor, bought me one of your headbands from when he visited the Literary Guild, but I really wasn't sure it was yours.
It is.
Don't you have somewhere you need to be?
Thanks again for the headband.
It stopped working, so I figured it'd make a wonderful souvenir for a wonderful guy.
Aw. Have a good day, ladies. I need to tell Kelly about this.
He didn't even look at me.
Maybe you should try being 8 feet tall.
You know that's not your real height, right?
Come on. Watch your head.
I'm guessing I'll have about 20 minutes, based on our previous departures.
20 minutes? To do what?
I'm going to try to get us out of here.
With an afro comb?
An afro pick, yes, but one of my own design. These 2 tines can be removed and used like a set of lockpicks.
From what Dottie says, Theia won't like that.
No, she won't. And neither will Dot.
What do you mean?
Carla, Dot is not well. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm pretty sure she has dissociative identity disorder, what they used to call a split personality, and probably a few other things as well.
Don't say that. That's what Warren was saying.
I think this time he's right, and I think we need to get out of here. Dot may not want to kill us, but with Theia, I think all bets are off.
But why? And why do you have secret lockpicks and combs?
Carla, I'm Dr. Calculus.
Dr. Reflecto's workshop.
So, Arch, you're sure you can handle this Warren-Simon case without me?
The phone records that you and Olive subpoenaed ought to be enough to get an acquittal. But I would like to call the ex-wife to the stand anyway.
She flat out told me she would lie on the stand.
I know, but I think I could get her to admit he was there anyway with a little verbal trickery. But it's irrelevant, as I cannot find her or rouse her on the phone. You just rest up and I'll see you soon, okay?
I wouldn't call this resting, roaming the town looking for Craig.
Well, I'm doing the looking, and it's more like listening. I've scanned the building you were kept in with my hearing, but there's no one in there. There is somebody working on the hole I made, though.
Yeah, about that, you could have just opened the door.
I can put you back in there if you'd like.
You know what? Big holes are fine. And it was pretty creepy in there with those magician's tricks and mirrors and all. That's how she got me, by the way. I fell into a false back on that industrial chipper.
Shh. I hear something else.
Look, we're doing our best.
Do better.
What did you do to my drywall?
Unless you want a hole in you, I suggest you get it done.
She's here.
At the apartment door.
There's no way I can pick this lock. Time for Plan A.
Plan A?
A, for Alice.
She's so small, I can't see her.
My snow goggles have picked her up.
Those are sunglasses, Officer McGillicuddy.
They look like sunglasses, Ms. Goforth. She's going under the door now. She's in.
Will you two get in here?
Really? You're Dr. Calculus?
Yes. Dot helped me get my particle reactor power supply working. I was having trouble finding a laser powerful enough to get my prototype to work. One day, Dot brought me a working one as a present, but she never said where she got access to such a powerful laser. Now I know.
What do you know?
Carla, Dot has powers, just like Warren does. She's also learned magician's tricks like Warren too, apparently.
She did love hanging out in that workshop.
It's said that there's a thin line between genius and madness. Dot erased that line years ago.
Congratulations, lover! Oh, I knew you'd get that job.
Sit down, please.
Tell me we're here to celebrate. We'll have dinner now, and then we can have dessert in my apartment.
Sit down, please.
Okay.
Dot, I would like my mother's ring back.
There's no need. It's my size and I love it.
I don't want to replace it. I want it back.
What are you saying?
Dot, you're smart and you're sexy. So sexy. But you have a problem.
What do you mean?
You're too impetuous. You get ideas in your head and you just do them. Without thinking. Without worrying about consequences. Without talking to me.
I don't need your approval.
No, you don't. But I should know what you're doing. What we're doing. I can't live crazy like that.
Are you calling me crazy? I am not crazy.
I didn't say that.
You want me to take the pills. Daddy made me take the pills. And then I am not taking the pills.
Dot.
Theia.
I'm going to go now.
Dot is never giving you that ring back. Never.
Inside Dr. Calculus's apartment.
His costume is in his secret closet, so he's not out on a mission somewhere.
His phone and his keys are in this tray, in a Faraday bag. Why a Faraday bag?
I'm still trying to figure out why there was a trolley by the door.
That's odd. He doesn't usually leave his laptop open. Snowy, come take a look.
Why me?
Because after Anna and Greg, and maybe the special agent, you're the nerdiest person I know.
I'm going to assume that's a compliment.
What?
Now I know why Betsy doesn't work. She's been digitally butchered.
What's this?
Oh, it's that goofy floaty ball thing he likes to play with. Where did you get it?
From the trolley.
It must have fallen out of his pocket.
Someone surprised him. Knocked him out, or... They then hauled him downstairs with a trolley. I think he's been kidnapped, just like Trevor. And the Faraday bag was so we couldn't trace his phone.
Is his watch in the bag?
No. Why?
Maybe we can use his phone to find his watch.
Back at Dr. Reflecto's workshop.
What are you doing?
Changing into my costume. Trevor, I'm going to follow her in the air. Take the car and follow me with the app on your phone.
Yo.
Trevor, I can't get Annie on her phone.
That's because she's flying, and, don't fly while texting. She thinks she may have a way to find Craig.
So do we. Snowy and Alice are driving there now. It's time I did some flying, too.
Okay, baby, where are you?
You should have said something, Craig.
If you wouldn't believe her own father, you certainly wouldn't have believed me. And I'm not in the habit of talking to the mothers of my exes immediately after a breakup.
I'll make her give the ring back.
Don't bother, Carla. First, I doubt you can make her do anything. And second, I want her to have it. There.
You want her to have it?
Yes. Being my mother's ring, it has a lot of memories. But I need to make new ones. Let me get you loose.
Don't.
Oh boy.
Get back in your cage.
Dot, you could hurt him.
It's Theia. And I don't care. Nobody cared about hurting Dot. Not Daddy. Not Craig. Not you. You'd all be locked up if it wasn't for Amazing Woman.
That would be me. It's time to let everyone go.
No!
Stay down, Carla.
What's that?
It's a really big fist. And our way out.
Come on, I need to help Amazing Woman.
Hey, computer world. I brought your change of clothes. They're in my car.
Snowy?
Why don't they burn you?
Because I'm cool? Dot, is that your name? Please, just stop.
You can't take my family from me.
That's not what she's trying to do.
Quiet.
Please don't tell anyone I hid behind you.
Right now, it's the safest place to be.
Dot, please, stop.
You still wear that suit Dot made you.
Yes. It's over.
No.
There's nothing to be gained from this. Let me help you. Please.
I just wanted...
Gang, I'll take it from here. She started out wanting to waylay Trevor so her dad would lose his case. And then, when she saw he knew me, that pushed her into all the rest of this.
So, is Betsy gone for good?
No. I keep backups. Ones Dot wouldn't know about. I should be able to restore the AI, but I am going to change the voice.
From her hyena laugh, I should think so.
I mean the main voice. It reminds me of when we commissioned it, so I'm changing it. No more ghosts.
It sounds like she was your partner in everything.
She was. I was going to marry her until I realized that our life was mostly a whirlwind of thrills and sex.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Is she getting help?
Yes. I've arranged for Dr. McElroy to visit her in prison. What's the point of having strings if you can't pull on them once in a while?
Well, I'll thank the both of you to stop getting captured. It cuts into a woman's rideshare time.
Not to mention how hard it is to shop when you're worried about someone.
Ah, now there's the Madison I know. It was hard getting used to you being so nice to me.
And don't worry, I won't make it a habit.
So, why did you name the AI Betsy instead of Dot?
I did name it Dot at first, but Jeff started using the name, so I switched it.
To what?
To never you mind.
Huh?
I called her Anna for a while.
Oh.
So, who's Betsy?
She was a girl who was kind to me in kindergarten, even when our teacher didn't like that very much. I never forgot. So, when I decided to change the name again, I chose her. And speaking of choosing, I chose something without consulting you, Maddy. I'm hoping you'll like it anyway.
What on earth are you doing, Greg?
Is that...
Oh, my heavens.
You've been listening to Season 3, Episode 1 of My Amazing Woman, titled My Amazing Crazy Ex, starring AJ Cruz as Trevor and Lena Garcia as Anna Cat, guest starring Darlene Muniz as Beatty-Simon, featuring Sophie Flack as Madison, Nicole Beharrell as Olive, Frank Guglielmelli as Lenny, Ken Hallaron as Craig, and David Robbins as Arch, with Jamie-Lyn Markos as Carla Beatty, Winter Noël as Alice, Kelsey Painter as Noël, Rick Steele as the construction worker, and James C. Taylor as your narrator. This episode was produced and written by James. It was voice directed by Mark Allen Bauer and dialogue edited by James, with sound mastering and original music also by James. Sound effects are from freesound.org. This is a production of Hey Daddy-O Audio in affiliation with Timewell Electronic Recording Productions, copyright 2023 by James C. Taylor, all rights reserved. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, events, and incidents are the products of the author's peculiar imagination. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead or actual events is purely coincidental.